Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to another Bengals video. It's gonna be final mock draft. So we gonna try to predict these picks. First pick. I mean, it's been the first pick ever since the season ended. So Fernando Mendoza to the Raiders.
Hey, PFF, bro, fix your app.
There you go.
Hello?
Yo.
Can you hear me?
What's
There we
up,
go.
Pierce?
What's up?
All right. Your fake Pierce.
All right. I'm up. Jets, they gotta find a playmaker. They gotta find dudes. And Orville Reese is a dude. And I think, we're doing what I think they're gonna do, and I do think that's what's gonna end up happening.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Oh no. Get out of here. Oh no. Get out of here. All right. Okay.
Uh, Cardinals, man, it's interesting. But like this draft class, I don't think it's really like no, there's no certified top five O lineman. You feel me? So I guess they just go with Jeremiah Love here because if Jeremiah Love is the best, could be the best player in this draft class, so why not take him?
I think coming here to the Titans, I'm really like these three dudes, the very nice three dudes, I think are the dudes to look at. But I don't think the Titans are really going to look at a linebacker to change the trajectory of the team. So I think we're going to have to go either Ruben Bain or David Bailey. But I feel like Ruben Bain's just got, I feel like every single corner you turn with him is just saying something that he should fall. So I'm going to go David Bailey here.
Giants, they're in an interesting situation now. They've got kind of like, they have free reign. So based on kind of the people that are in between them and their next pick, I think honestly, the best idea is to just to go and get someone who, or like a position that's a premium position, and people are usually going to go to like right after this, especially failing teams that want a cornerstone. So I think they go ahead and get Maui Gawoa, honestly, at this position, and finally do something for instead of Evan Neal, and just get a premium position when they know that they also have another
You got
premium
Evan
pick
Neal for
right
the
there.
free, bro. They're not complaining.
Yeah, that is true. But I think they prefer someone else.
Browns. Well, they took Maui, so I think okay, they turn their heads. They go to someone that can actually catch the ball, like all their other players. They take Cornell Tate
Mm,
because like he probably he the safest receiver to take, and he's just good at football.
Well, going on to the Commanders here. I think the linebackers, I mean, if you look at Frankie Louvu, he's kind of an inverted guy. Bobby Wagner's 50 million years old.
Inverted.
Team,
What does inverted mean?
Well, like he plays edge and off ball.
Oh, oh.
Frankie Louis tough.
But I would like Caleb Towns has the knee problem. Plus, you really question the ceiling and taking a safety as a top seven pick. I don't think they're going to go a receiver here. I just think that there's more receivers down the board that they're going to be preferred to look at. There's not really a D line to take here, so I think the pick might just end up being best player available, which I think is Sonny Styles here.
Saints. Um, they just need to. There's been a lot of swings and misses, but at the same time, once again, as a kind of Saints thing to do, honestly, I feel like they go with someone on the edge here. Like they've been trying and missing at this position for a while, but I don't, maybe this will finally be their time to turn around, but I do kind of see them going and taking Ruben Bain here, especially because, people being criminals isn't really like a Saints issue. They don't care that
So,
much.
You just broke Jack's heart. All right, Jay, your pick.
did we just skip?
Um, our Chiefs expert, Jay.
We seem to be having some.
Jay, you see these wonderful players. Are you sure you don't want one of them?
shit. I didn't take mess with a lane.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
That,
kind
that
of
is the
need
obvious
that.
pick here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lock.
You guys don't have a corner.
The pick is in, Jack. Who do you pick? Ooh, I see the Chiefs expert.
That's a nice sucks.
All right, I'll go. I think the Giants take Caleb Downs with that one dude coming in, the head coach coming in. What's his name? Harbaugh. Oh,
They already have two good safeties.
Do they?
Newbin and what's his name and McKinney. Oh wait, McKinney's not even there anymore. Fuck, I always forgetting that.
Yeah, Holland dude.
Yeah, but Nuvin's also not that.
Yeah, I don't think they pass on Caleb Downs because they have Newbin.
Yeah. Oh, no, I totally forgot that McKinney's not there anymore. I feel like an idiot.
Miami here, I really want to do something, but I don't know if I want to do it.
Come on, let it slip, let it swing.
You on it?
The pick here, a surprise.
Wow.
I can't pull the trigger. If this wasn't the final one, I'd pull the trigger. But since this is the final one, I'm not pulling the trigger. I think they're just maybe just gonna go with the safest player of the draft, Dylan Dini man here. I mean, they need help all around their team. It's just like I'm just gonna go pick the safest player in the draft.
Bears.
I did that last year with Kenneth Grant. I feel, whereas I mean, you kind of knew that Kenneth Grant was gonna be at least a starter potential guy.
And then they screwed. They screwed up.
I guess they do have a whole new front office though.
Cowboys.
Yeah, bro.
This is a team. This is one of the teams ever.
Wow.
They have a lot of needs. They have a lot of things that they could do. So let's see. Honestly, you know what I think they go ahead and do here? Well, okay, I was gonna say it, but this is not what they would do in real life, because I would say if I was them, the pick I'd go with here is Jermon McCoy, but everybody's super scared of him right now. So it's like, honestly, I think they just go get a dude. No, honestly, people just go and get these players regardless in the draft. So I think they get CJ Allen here and, just work on that linebacking core.
Right there. Rams. Puka Nuka's doing cocaine.
I'm in love with the coco.
And Devontae Adams will get used. So I think they take him Kyle Lemon because Jordan Tyson just like he can be real good, but he's got the injury concerns. He might not play. And like if you're already down a receiver, but you don't want to be down another one.
That was GMs. They need to hit you up. That was a deep.
So here is a very, very interesting pick. Because I have two dudes penciled in. And I really like both these dudes. But what would the Ravens do in this situation? I don't know. I have Ione and Jordan Tyson penciled in right now.
Ooh.
Do the Ravens swing and try to hit a home run on Jordan Tyson? I mean, I'm not saying Ione can be a home run type of player, but if you get a superstar receiver with Lamar, but I think they're going to lean towards the guard just because this is a better receiver class than it is a guard class. And plus, they're all pro center. So I feel like they can't. They lost their super amazing guard for Lele. I know Ravens fans were super sad about that one.
I didn't even know they lost him.
Yeah, I think he signed with the Giants.
Wow. Giants got the roster building. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, no, I shouldn't have done that pick. picking Maui Guo is too smart of a pick for the Giants.
So yeah, I think that's gonna be the pick. You got to protect Lamar.
Yes.
Yeah, especially now that he doesn't have the elite play calling of Todd Monken anymore. The Buccaneers, like,
You ready for game day?
I don't know. They're an interesting group, and honestly, based on the picks we've made so far, like I think it would be different if we didn't make some of these picks. But honestly, seeing who we have available, hmm. Who would be good for these guys? Honestly, I think they take a swing at kind of like a potential prospect, develop something in Kedrick Falk here.
I like that pick.
Yeah. Like I see them doing it.
I mean, everybody had Jaheed Campbell penciled in for them last year, and they didn't do it.
Yeah.
And this year Sadiq, but I don't think Sadiq's gonna go in the top 20.
Yeah. I don't that makes no sense. They just paid what's his name?
Kid
Like
Otten.
Yeah.
yeah. And I
But
mean it's not like
yes.
Kadon's elite or anything, but they obviously see him as their future because
You know what I'm saying? You could go Jamal McCoy here. Could go John Tyson. You go Ty Simpson if you think someone is gonna trade up for him. If you think that's the guy, but Geno Smith gonna carry them to the number one pick next year. So honestly, I want to pick Jamal McCoy, but like I just go John Tyson. Because like Garrett Wilson was their leading receiver and he played like half the games. And Jordan Tyson got potential to be great. So get you a great player.
Well, I think this makes the pick for the Lions are easy. Spencer Fano, you just lost Taylor Decker. You need someone to go play that left tackle spot. You can move Fano over to left tackle. I mean, you could have gone Monroe Feeling here, but I feel like Spencer Fano's been more of a consistent prospect in his career. I feel like that's probably what the Lions are going to prefer.
And Fano said to play center.
And yeah, the Lions also have center problems too.
Mhm.
So
Fano said, center, I got it.
I mean, I don't know why this isn't listed as a need here, and I think it's literally the most obvious pick, especially here. The Vikings better go get Jermon McCoy if he's available there. They had atrocious, well, not atrocious, but like inconsistent corner play,
Second.
and they just don't really have anyone that I would say is, a surefire starter even on that team. So go and get someone great at a position of need.
Panthers. It's interesting. They could use interior. Get like just boost up, run support, pass game, all that. Or they could take the shot on Sadiq, super athletic, even though they already got superstar Jatavion Sanders. Yeah, they help Bryce Young. They pick Sadiq. Because, like, he's just too much of a freak.
I'm trying to go on the mind of Jerry Jones.
He's probably thinking about racism and like little kids.
I'm thinking of two players here, right? Avion Terrell, or I think they might take a flyer and take someone like Zion Young or Malachi Lawrence.
Let's go, Zion.
Because these dudes are both bigger body guys.
Do you really think Malachi Lawrence has warranted first round hype? Like I know he's gone up a lot, but
I feel like the Cowboys would do something like, or TJ Parker.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Parker.
that or Peter Woods. I could totally see them getting Peter Woods or TJ Parker.
Yeah.
I mean, they got their two dudes inside already, Kenny Clark and Williams. They got Azuraku. But I feel like that corner room is just so desolate. And Avion Terrell is here. You didn't pick corner with your first pick. And I feel like it's probably the biggest need on the team, so I think that's the pick for Avion Terrell. It's someone who can play inside, outside. I think he might even be the best corner in the class.
Yep.
Insane ball skills for a corner. I mean, punching the ball out wise. But, yeah.
Pretty unfamiliar with the needs of the Steelers, but I do think, they had some really questionable, I mean, they have younger guys, but they have younger guys, so it just doesn't even make any sense. Honestly, what I do? I think they go with here? It just kind of, for some reason, they love this archetype, and I've just seen all these great things. No. Honestly, and I've just been seeing a lot of hype, and I just think it's something that they would do is get Denzel Boston here. Like it seems like a Steelers pick.
Well, that was my next pick, bro.
Even with Pittman?
I mean, bro, the Steelers do weird. They do weird things. And who?
Like this?
I mean, shit, nobody thought they needed D lineman last year, and they went Derek Barnman.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like this is a move that they like to do. I did forget about Pittman though, but even then, like we saw Egbuka get picked when they had Godwin and Mike Evans. Yeah,
true. Chargers. What have they done at tackle?
Get their tackles back.
Oh, never mind. Their tackles are good. Never mind. No tackle.
I mean, yeah, but any of these dudes can really move aside. I didn't mind for really.
Yeah. Honestly, I do like the protector here, not gonna lie. Get the protector here. Because it's a real good athlete that can play left tackle sadly, when one of the tackles goes down.
Sadly.
When one of the tackles goes down, and he can move inside just because he's that big.
Well, Pierce took my pick here. I don't like you for that.
Sorry.
So now I really do not know what to pick here. I could see the Monroe Freeling as a Lane Johnson replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Blake Miller. Same thing with Max. But if the A.J. Brown reports are true, and he's going to get moved after the draft, I feel like this pick has to be a receiver.
Yep.
But are the reports true? I don't know. 2, their D-line last year was atrocious. Nobody wants to talk about it, but
no edge pressure at all.
They had no edge pressure. So do we look at a guy like Cassius Howell?
How old is he?
I think Akeem Asador is not going to go on the first. I think he's just too old. Plus,
I don't even understand why they have. Like, why is he there? He is not the 20th ranked prospect.
We have T.J. Parker, Zion Young, Malachi Lawrence. This is a tough pick.
Yes,
I mean, yeah, but I might as well just take Cash Out at that point. So if I'm thinking in the mind of the Eagles, wow, I don't know. I really don't. I think the pick is going to be Monroe Freeling, just because you could slide him into the guard spot. The right guard last year was not that great. Lane Johnson is getting old. You need to develop somebody at that spot. And I feel like he's going to see that Georgia. He's going to be like, oh, this dude fell to me. I need that pick.
Yep, exactly. Browns here, I think this is more, once again, an incident of how the draft is played out. But I also know that this dude has been huge. Like, I know that NBA and GMs have held him really, really high. So I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to go ahead and do Casey Concepcion here.
Uh,
And they need the help. They just need whatever they can get.
so Jerry Judy's getting dropped?
I mean, bro, realistically, it's Jerry Judy. Like, I don't think anyone's going to be crying
Like the
tears.
Bears. I ain't gonna lie, Leon was looking at me. And I'm looking back. I said, what's good, Leon? But Warren. That dude also looking at me, bro. They lost Kevin Byard. They lost all those turnovers.
They lost every safety they had.
They lost all those turnovers. I think they bring the replacement.
And who they bring in? Like Cook dude from the Chiefs?
I think he went to the Bengals.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they take Warren.
Manuel Neal Moore. I don't think we have these Bills pick. Yeah, we don't have the Bills pick. All right. I don't know who did that.
Why don't we have the Bills pick?
I don't know.
Well, Bills, you got Owen Cooper. Congratulations.
This is like one of my favorite fits of this draft class, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Cassius Howell.
Yeah, I was also going to say that.
But I don't think it's gonna happen. They spent that first round pick on Mikael Williams last year. They have Bosa coming back. There's no safeties on the board, so I feel like this comes down to either an edge. I mean, not an edge, a tackle, or a tackle.
Wow.
And right now it's between Blake Miller and Max. I really wish I had more. I would go whoever is the better zone blocker here. We're gonna go with Max.
Ooh, Pierce, how'd you do it?
Wow.
Pierce figured till you get to Texas, bro.
Wow. I'm so lucky and blessed up. So, yeah, we go ahead and look at these dudes here. I mean, I think, knowing the Texans, the only thing, like, as much as I would want to pick Pregnon here, I know that because they picked up these dudes in free agency, they're definitely looking to draft, like, a defensive player. And, this dude that I think is also regarded very high in draft circles. I think has the chance. Yeah, you know who is looking at me? It's Old McDonald.
Old McDonald. He watches film.
Exactly.
All right, Jack, you're up.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Whole team. Obviously, edge rusher. Best edge rusher. First round.
There's out.
That's left. Malachi Lawrence.
Okay, Jack.
Not great competition, but got good draft. We'll see. Good
Respect the Big 12, buddy.
Jack.
Well, Mekhi Lawrence also is someone who came from a better conference too. So he's not only a guy that was just a Big 12 product. That's why I'm saying he could rise a lot because of that.
Jack.
Mm-hmm.
I see you, Jack.
Like, if the Zion Young, the Mason Thomas, the Gabe Jackson of the world, I think he's definitely the most viable to jump into the first.
Yeah, I like it.
I see you, Jack.
That's a good pick, Jack. That's a good pick.
Miami. They took who they take? Oh, it's the Broncos pick.
Don't think.
The tiny man?
You see, this is what I'm saying as a Broncos fan. If this was the board at 30, I am so glad we traded Waddle.
Thanks. Well, he's gonna need everything.
Might be a BPA, one of these guys.
Yeah.
Or maybe try.
So you could go inside too, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
or the hood. What's good, the hood? Pregu. I did like Ione to the Dolphins, but you didn't have him. I think, yeah. Why not just they just go like, what's it tough, man? Why not go TJ Parker? Just because he's big and he could be good, and you lost almost everybody, your whole team.
Well, I think coming to the Patriots here, I think this is probably one of the easier picks of this draft class. I think you're gonna go Blake Miller. You gotta give trash ass dinosaur arms, whatever you want to call him, get him out that tackle spot. Is what I would say if they don't come out
Ooh,
say
ooh.
immediately, we're not moving him. I don't care that he got beat up and ran through his face 30 times in the Super Bowl.
Plot twist.
So instead, the pick here is going to be Peter Woods because I know they lost some interior D lineman, and you need someone to pair with Milton Williams. I feel like that would be probably the best pass rushing interior duo in the league.
Mhm. Seahawks. I mean, gotta see who's available. Just
The hood.
see. Oh yeah, you know what? I think this is totally a place where they take a swing on a dude like Zion Young, and
Let's
they,
go, Zion.
especially with old man DeMarcus Lawrence, like he's not gonna be around for much longer, and no more Mafe. Like they need that edge, development.
I
So
like that
I think
pick.
they totally take a chance on a dude like that.
So obviously, this is without trades. So like, also
It could be completely wrong, but
predicting trades is also like more impossible than the actual money trash.
Hey,
yeah, yeah,
subscribe if you want to see trades. Thanks.
exactly. Subscribe so we can
Going on here a
change it.
little bit. Speaking of trade rumors and if I think they're going to happen or not, I think the Cowboys moving in to the top five for Sonny Styles, I think is a bad, bad, bad rumor that's not going to happen, in my opinion.
Yeah.
One, you're trading up in this draft class, which is pretty sneaky. Two, you're trading up for a linebacker top five.
And three, it's the Cowboys. They don't do anything. They don't make moves. They're lazy.
Yeah, you tell him,
Although,
Pierce.
Guys who
although I
I
mean, did they trade up for Tyler Booker? I can't remember. No, that was just who they picked. Yeah,
guys who I expect to not fall as much is I feel like one of these tackles is going to go higher in Max, Caden Proctor, Monroe Freeling. I feel like one of them is going to go a lot higher.
yeah, I agree.
I think KC is going to be a surprise. I think he's going to go top 20. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he gets picked before Makai Lemon. I don't think Jordan Tyson should fall that much. Willie?
Yeah, no, Jordan Tyson's going top 6. Like, I don't know how that happened, but
Yeah, I would not be surprised if Jordan Tyson's a top 5 pick whatsoever.
Sometimes like that.
Me personally, if I was the Titans, I'll probably be my pick there. I don't know, Pierre. What have you been hearing out on the block?
I mean, like I said, I know that people really like Casey Concepcion. I know that people, um, in terms of trades, I have no idea, but I do think that Casey is going to go high. I know Jordan, like you said, Jordan Tyson is a lock for like a top 6. Um, I feel like I do really think we're gonna see the Caleb Downs, stupidly falling super far, and then people are gonna be like, "Wow, that was the stupidest thing that ever happened," and everyone's gonna cry about it, but it's gonna happen. So, other than that, not much. Just gonna have to see how everything plays out.
Guys who I could see fall are Ruben Bain.
Oh, and Omar Cooper, I do think he's also gonna go pretty high. I think right where we have him going, like in the first round, I think it's kind of high for him, honestly.
Yeah,
But
it's that national championship height.
mhm.
Yeah, I could
Yeah, I
see
mean,
Ruben Bain fall. As much as people love Jeremiah Love, there's a good chance he could fall a lot. Because if a team just
yeah,
doesn't value running back enough, like after you really get past the Chiefs, like who really here would take them? I guess maybe you could say the Giants at 10, but the Dolphins at 11, no. The Cowboys at 12, I mean, you could see it, but I feel like they'll rather address the defense. The Rams, no. The Ravens, maybe if they want to feel like Derrick Henry's only got like a year or two left. Buccaneers.
Mhm.
I mean, if Bucky Irving's really dead, then yes, but I don't think he is. Jets, no.
Nah, I've been knowing this. I literally
No.
I called the Bucky Irving fall off. That's one of them. I hold credit to that.
Vikings.
He's never gonna last.
If he's there at the Vikings, then that's where the fall stops.
Yeah, I agree.
But I feel like if he falls out of this like top 5 section, we could easily see him fall to 18.
Yeah, that's not ridiculous. I think this will be a weird draft. Like, I feel like this is going to be the most unpredictable draft just because there's no, like, the consensus, like, lineup of all the players is super, like, different just across, like, everything I've been seeing. Like, people just don't really have a consensus ranking of all the prospects because I think everyone is kind of, prospect-wise pretty close, honestly. So it's like anything could happen.
I mean, just
Which is
like every prospect has these issues. He's really good at this, but he does this bad. Like
Yeah.
if I am the owner of an NFL team, I'm printing out how much money I pay my GM, and I'm giving him the paper before the draft. This is what I pay you for.
Yeah, that's valid. Nah, I'm giving it after, buddy, because if you fuck shit up, you
Say
hit
goodbye
the
to it,
curve. Yeah.
So I think this will be an entertaining draft. No, stay tuned. Not official yet, but might be being a stream.
We'll have to see. This
Yeah,
will
bro,
be.
this will be a hard draft. I don't even know if we're gonna get right.
I'm excited though. It'll be fun.
Probably get 1 right, 2 right. Right now.
Nah, I think we're getting every single one right.
Yeah.
I mean, then you have to talk to Ty Simpson. Like, where's he gonna
That's what
go?
I'm saying. I could see Ty Simpson going in the first round.
Yeah.
Because he can really go from pick 16 all the way in the back end of the second.
Yeah, I think that's very true. You know what also I've been seeing kind of interesting is like apparently Nussmeier is viewed kind of highly. So, don't be shocked if this dude goes in like the 3rd round. I mean, be shocked because it's shocking, but like apparently that's what the people are saying. I don't know
Honestly,
why he would go that high, but
in my opinion, this is a draft class where I feel better stocking up on picks so I can have more darts to throw. Because if you ask me, I feel like the talent between 50 and 40, like 15 and 40,
is
I'm not really
minimal.
sure there's that big.
Yeah, no, I think the gap is almost invisible.
This is a hard draft, bro.
Because you do have some flyer guys in this draft. I don't like Jordan Tyson if healthy, Makai Lemon, as long as he like isn't weird.
I don't know, man. He kind of runs weird.
Cornell Tate should
yeah.
be a guy.
That disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like, why does he do that?
I don't know why he runs like that, man.
Yeah, this will be entertaining
Like,
draft. Stay
he
tuned.
he runs like proper Loki.
Why does he-
Comment
does he
your
look at
opinions
cameras
because I'm
like
sure
that?
everyone's gonna have them.
Stay tuned for post
But either way,
draft reaction.
Bro, we didn't even do the post one draft to the last one, bro. We was
Yeah.
kind of good at the other one, bro.
and rankings no, we did draft rankings for sure.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about reviewing our thing, bro.
Well, I think this is definitely probably the best one because it's probably the most intact I've been. Like,
Yeah, like the most
Yeah.
knowledge. Mhm. Exactly.
so yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Shout out Jag, popped out. Definitely Googled who to pick at 29, but it's all good. Appreciate you guys for watching.
We drive GTRs in the snow. Bangers, put on a show. Yeah. Subscribe to Bangers videos. I got the clutch. I scored 6 like Bolton Knicks. Who the hell is Bo Picks? Gang signs flicker on the broken wall. Hooping like John.